Alrighty, guys, it's that time of the best time of the week for us. It is Sunday night Arkham Horror, and this week we got a special episode. We are going to be playing Eldritch Horror as our Arkham Horror game of the week to play. Last week we played. What did we play last week? Mansions of Madness. That's what we played last week. So this week I wasn't going to play Eldritch Horror because it is a beast to get to the table. If you can see this, literally, here's the camera that we got set up. Oh, and I've got maybe this in the way a little bit. Maybe we can slide this over. I don't know. We're going to try the best we can. That's the best I can do. It's a beast to try and get to the table. But let's use like Tabletop Simulator or something, but I'm like, no, I don't want to use Tabletop Simulator. I want to do it myself. So anyways, that's what we're doing. We have, get ready for it. We got all the expansions. We got the base game and all expansions are available. So we got the Dreamlands big box expansion. We got the Mountains of Madness big box expansion. We got the Under the Pyramids big box expansion. And we have the Mass of Nyarlathotep big box expansion. We have the City and Ruin little box expansion. We got the Sign of Carcosa little box expansion. We got the Forsaken Lore little box expansion. And of course, to round it all out, Strange Remnants little box expansion. So there are 4 big box expansions and there are 4 little box expansions. So the little box are these little thin boxes like this. Usually add in some new cards and some new things to do and things, extra pieces and parts, but not a lot of extra game boards and stuff like that. So this episode, if you are joining me, if you're watching this on YouTube later, we're not going to be playing for a long time. It's probably going to take us an hour to get things set up. Yeah, it's going to take us a long time to get things set up because I got to pick investigators. I have to pick ancient ones. We have to do the prelude card, which might add in a completely new board and all the components that we need with that. I had all the boards out and separated this stuff, so hopefully it doesn't take that long to get it going, but we don't know. So I'm just saying, if you came here to watch like episode 1, I would fast forward and just keep going until you see the main game board on the screen for a while, because that usually means that we're going to be playing. Until that time, probably, well, that's not even a good reference because we're going to be using that when we draw investigators and stuff. So I don't even know what to tell you. I'm sorry. It's just going to take us a while to get everything set up. I don't even know when we're going to be able to start. Maybe I'll just do a setup on this video, then I'll stop the live stream, and then we can start it up again when we do the actual gameplay. That might even be the best thing to do anyways. All right, so let's get to the information. Boom. As I shuffle these cards and make sure they're all shuffled, because as you can see, there is literally, oh, you can't even see them, but there's like literally decks everywhere, and there's decks all over my table and everything. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do completely random setup. Everything's in play. Everything, every expansion, every monster, every ancient one, every investigator, except for we are not playing with the 4 investigators we played last time we played, which was a couple months ago on our channel. It's been a while since I played it, but I decided, you know what, I'm not going to play those because I just played those guys. So we're going to try something else. And also, we're not going to play the same ancient ones. So the ones that are out, we're not going to be using, are going to be Rex Murphy and Mai Taipan and Carson Sinclair and Monterey Jack. So those were the 4 random ones that we had last time we played, so we're not going to be doing them this time. And the ancient one, which we're not going to choose this time either, is Neferan Ka. So I remember playing this adventure with these characters and this ancient one. So I don't want to just even have a random chance of that happening. So I pulled all their cards and information out. We will not, I repeat, not be playing with those characters. We will be playing with other characters, that is for sure. Here is our, there we go. Whew, a lot to get to. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through and just double check I do this correctly, because if you don't do it in proper, all right, so we place the game board. We're going to use the tokens. We don't care about that. Choose and place investigators. So we are going to be playing a 4-player game. Solo, and I'm going to be running all 4 myself, which means we spawn 1 gate, 2 clues, and 2 monster surges. When we have a monster surge, I guess we draw 2 monsters. All right, so there are a total of 55. I think there's 55 investigators, if I'm not mistaken. But we pulled out those. We pulled out those other 4, so that leaves it with 51 more investigators. Right, 51 more investigators. So what I'm going to do to make things interesting and cool is we are going to shuffle these up, and then I'm going to randomly draw 1 guy out. Just randomly pull 1 guy out, and that guy is out. We won't use him. That'll leave us with 50 investigators. So now what we're going to roll is percentile dice. We're going to divide that number by 2, and whatever number we roll, that will be the investigator we choose. Sounds like a good option, right? Could be. So that's what we're going to do, is get our random investigators again. I am shuffling this all up. Let's see if I go to this screen here. So we are going to be drawing 1 guy out. I'm going to roll a 10-sided dice. That's how many cards I'm going to flip out, and then the next card will be the one we take out, not play with. That is, we're going to put 9 over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the one we are not playing with, and that is Salas Marsh, which is kind of good because I think I played with him not too long ago. All right, so that leaves us with 50 investigators, if I'm not mistaken. I should count them just to make sure. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yes, I am correct. All right, so a easy percentile dice roll. Divide that number by 2. That's the number of investigators we'll count down. That'll be our investigator. So obviously if you roll 0, 1, or 0, 2, it'll be this guy. If you roll 3 or 4, it'll be this guy. 5 or 6, etc., etc. So shuffle these up one more time because I don't want anybody thinking that I am doing some shenanigans. Here we go. Malicious luck. Dividing it by 2, we will get course. 89. So we're going to subtract 1 gives us 88. Dividing 88 by 2 is 44. So really, this is number 50. This is number, so we will be doing what, 44? So 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44. This will be the 44th one, and that is going to be Agnes Baker. Agnes Baker, welcome to the team. Jump on and see what we do. So she's going to be our first investigator. The second investigator will be $58. Oh my gosh, 58 would be 50, would be 25, 25 and 4, 29, 29th character down. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 is Flynn Edwards. So Flynn Edwards, welcome to the team. Roll the 40, which is a easy 20. We're just going to cut these guys. Count down 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Kate Winthrop, welcome to the team, Kate. And we have one more investigator that needs to be found. And that is going to be number 71. Good Lord. So 70 is 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 is Norman Withers. That is our team of investigators. I get rid of that box. We can then look for our heroes. Slide this board over a little bit, maybe. Give us a little bit more room. Maybe. Be nice. All right, we know we're not playing with these guys, so we can put these away. All right, let's get out our... So we have 2 guys and 2 80s. That's nice. We just have to find our little tokens now. Let's see here. The old man, then the beard. Oof. This, is that him? That looks like him. Norman Withers, yes. Found Norman. Norman. All right, we found Agnes. Hello, Agnes. So we just need... is that Flynn? No, I don't think that's Flynn. No. No. Did I miss Kate as well? Oh, nope, here's Kate. And here, yep, that is Flynn. Nice. Whew, all right. Get that nonsense out of here. All right, well done. Well done, my friends. All right, now that is organize choose and place investigators now. Receive starting positions, health and sanity. Starting positions. Oh no. What do we get? Oh my gosh. So Kate. And yes, I am going to be using the tokens. She starts in Buenos Aires. Kate does. She starts the dimensional study unique asset. Oh God, it could take us 10 minutes to find this. What are we looking for? It's called dimensional study. All right. Dimensional study. Again, this is going to take us a little time. Dimensional study. What I need to do is just put these in alphabetical. Oh, there it is. Dimensional study. And we can put all those back. So dimensional study task once per round. When a gate is closed or discarded, you may spend a clue to place a clue on this card. When you, then you may flip this card. Okay. And she starts with a clue as well. So we have our little clue. And we're just going to reach in and grab one. Boom. There we go. Let's look at Norman. Norman, what are you doing for us, Stormin? All right. Arkham. He starts in Arkham. Bam. And one feed the mind spell. I think these are spells. Shuffle this up, and then whichever the first one from the bottom is that spell. Feed the mind. Maybe this is the wrong. Yeah, must be. Okay. Is that what maybe in here? Feed the mind. I will find it eventually. Oh my gosh, maybe we won't. Oh, maybe this is feed the mind might be in here then. These are conditions. These are not spells. Okay. Let's see what these are. These are conditions. Looking for something that might say spell on it. That would be super cool. Items, tasks, items, allies. Looking for anything that says spell. It was a spell, right? Pretty sure that's what it said. Ay vey. Trinkets, allies, items. I don't see anything that says spell, though. So it's not going to be in this deck. It must be this deck way up here. Oh, yeah, spell. There we go. There we go. Feed the mind. All right, the first one we came across. I think there's multiple copies in the deck. So he's going to get that. We also have to get out all of our special special there is Flynn. We'll look at these in a minute. Here's, oh, that's George. That's not Norman. That's George Barnaby. George and the other guy look very similar, though. I'm going to have to change his, golly. There's Kate. Hello, Kate. So we just need Norman now. There's Norman. All right, so we can put all these away. And I told you guys this was probably going to take a while, so apologize in advance. It is going to take a while, though, just to get a nice random setup. I could have done all this ahead of time, but I didn't want to. Wanted to show you guys how to do it. Yep, when you add all the expansions, these decks are pretty big. And this, I don't like this bag for this, but we're going to put it in here anyways for now. I'm going to put all this stuff aside because we don't need it. Okay. We're narrowing down the decks, which is good, yes. Agnes, we'll put Agnes here. We got Flynn here, right. All right. Getting somewhere now, my friends. Now, unfortunately, I've got to undo something, so gotta find the I gotta find these and find the right guy here. Norman. There's Norman. That one didn't take too long. So Norman and this guy changed places. Actually find the right guy. There we go. All right, so that is... Whew, all right, so we're getting rid of some extra decks. Pretty soon we can get rid of this bunch of this stuff. We can get rid of a bunch of this stuff. We can get rid of all this deck except for the one. Right? All right. So we have Determine Agent 1. Dun dun dun. Again, we are not using Neferin Ra as the Ancient One because we already played him. Coincidentally, Sticker Drips started posting a Eldritch Horror playthrough today. He usually plays new games only. Oh, good. I like Sticker Drips. He's pretty good. I like him. So here is all of our Ancient Ones. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And of course, the 16th one is Neferin Ra, which we're not playing because we just played him last time. So we got 1 to 15. 1 to 15. So what we're going to do is we're just going to roll a die. Whatever number we roll, that is who we're going to play as. I'm just going to shuffle these guys up so you guys don't think there's any shenanigans going on here. There we go. Now I need a 20-sided dice. Here's a 20-sided dice. Obviously, if you roll 16 or higher, we're going to re-roll it because there's only 15 guys in our stack. And we can add the other one. All right, so this is the one we're not playing. So 1 to 15, here we go. 20. No 20. Let's try again. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. We didn't finish doing our investigators. Let's finish doing our investigators. So Agnes, jumping ahead. What can I say? I'm jumping ahead. Agnes, where are you, Agnes? Let's see what Agnes... Agnes starts in London. She gets the Profane Tome asset. Profaned and the Storm of Spirits spell. So let's look for a Storm of Spirits spell. Storm of Spirits. Here it looks like all of them in a row. So we're just going to shuffle these up and randomly get one. All right. And she also gets, what was the other thing you get, Agnes? The Profane Tome assets. Profane Tome assets. The Profane Tome assets. Here's a tome. Profane Tome assets. Profane Tome assets. But these are the tomes. Did they? One Profane Tome asset. Profane Tome. Profane Tome. I... All right. Well, it's not in here for some reason. Would it be maybe in... oh, did it say unique asset? No, it just says profane tome asset. Profane tome asset. Assets. These are unique assets. Let's see. Does this say asset on it? Ay vey. I guess, like I said, I could have done this ahead of time, but profane assets. No. No. Protection tome, no. Come on. Profane tome, come on. Where are you, you jerk? Come on. The cool thing with doing this online is you can like do a search in like 5 seconds and have the answer. When you got to manually do it, profane tome. Hey, look at that. We finally found it. It only took like a million years, but we got it. Buffalo beat Kansas City. Yeah, the wife just said that. Yay, go Bills. All right. How on earth do you remember all of the rules for all these games you play every few days? It's my friend, it's called Awesome Brain. It's called Awesome Brain. All right, we're going to shake that up, and she's going to get this. We will look at our characters now. Last but not least, holy cow, this is going to take forever to get set up. We have got Flynn Edwards. Flynn, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining the team. Oh my gosh, he starts with a bunch of stuff too. And he starts in space number 5, which is right there. Oh, that's not you. That's Kate. Flynn, you are here. You're going to go to space 5. Kate, what space do you go to? Kate, you started in Buenos Aires. That's where you start. All right, he starts with the cat burglar asset, the whiskey asset, and the courier run unique asset. Okay. He's got a couple assets, and let's see what we can do here. So he's got the cat burglar and the whiskey. Cat burglar and the whiskey. Cat burglar and the whiskey. All right. Cat burglar and the whiskey. There's the whiskey. We just need the cat burglar now. Come on, cat. Where are you, cat? Come on, cat burglar. Come on, cat burglar. Where are you? All right, well, you're not in that stack. Let's go to this stack. Cat burglar. There he is, cat burglar. All right, so we got these two. We'll shuffle this deck up a little bit. All right, and then he has the courier run unique asset. So unique assets are here. He needs the courier run. And we'll be actually done, I think, with almost done with setup, actually. with the characters anyways. Courier, where are you? Courier run, there we go. And I'm just going to randomly shuffle these up. My local team is the Bengals, and they stumbled their way to success today. I like the Bengals. Yeah. So yeah, I was in Columbus for a long time there before I moved to Florida. So yeah, seen many a Cincinnati game, that's for sure. Seen their heyday, and it's good to see them doing good again. It's good to see them doing good again. I don't want them being better than the Bills, but you know, whatever. All right. So, where do you start? Space 5, right. He starts there. Cat burger. Okay, good. So he starts with the cat burger. Ally. Action. Roll 1 die on a 5 or 6. Gain 1 item or trinket. Accent from the reserve on a 1. Discard this card. Whiskey. You may discard this card to prevent an investigator on your space from losing up to 2 sanity. And of course, the courier run task. When you gain this card from the deck, place 1 random clue that corresponds to a city space face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter from that space, flip this card. So he needs to go to a city somewhere out there. Let's see which one it is. And let's see if space number 12 is space 12. That is out in the middle of the ocean. You cannot be that one. I grew up in Michigan as a Lions fan, but moved to Cincinnati area in the late 70s. All right. I'll drag out this one, which is space 13, which is 13. Here's 12. Can't be too far away, can it? 13. Where's 13? I got to get rid of some of these cards would help. There's 14. Oh, 13's up there in the ocean again. Let's see if we can draw a 9. 9. Where the hell is 9 at? 9 is up here. That is a wilderness area. Nine again? What the hell? Five. That's the space he's on. Oh my God. Wait, is it him? Yes, it is him. Well, that's going to be very helpful. He'll be able to complete that pretty quickly. This has an encounter right there, which sounds like a good option. All right. Whew. All right, so we have, again, 15 Ancient Ones. We might be playing against any one of these. We will not be playing against Neferin Cobb because we just played against him. So we're not going to play against him again. We're just going to go 1 to 15, whatever number we roll on the 20-sider. Obviously, if we roll 16 or higher, that one is going away. Let's see what number we are going to play. Dun, 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 dun. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dun, 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 dun. Abath. 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 Whenever an investigator encounters a cultist monster, he draws and resolves a spawn of Abath special encounter. Whenever an investigator encounters a cultist monster, he draws and resolves a special Abath and special encounter. Set aside 8 cultist monsters and all Abath special encounters. Oh boy. Let's look and see if we can find this guy in the cards. Nope. Ah, there he is, right there. All right, so I can put all those cards away now. These are the mysteries. These must be, okay, these are the, are these? And all Abath special encounter, Abath special encounters. Which box did this guy come out of? Looks like he was in the base game, maybe? Nope, he was in, okay. Is it Under the Pyramid? Is that the one he came in? Yeah, there's no symbol, so I think he was the base game. I'm just trying to see what these Abath special encounter cards look like. Set aside 8 cultist monsters. So that's gonna really change our brother. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. That's good. Okay. Spawn of Abath special encounters. These are the clues. These say Spawn of Abath, but they also have the symbol for Under the Pyramid. They have the symbol for Under the Pyramid on them, so pretty special. Just want to see if it has any information about this guy. Set aside 8 cultist monsters and all Abath special encounters. I just want to compare his cards to a different one just so I can compare and see how many of each we should be dealing with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the mystery cards. Four clue cards. So what would these be then? Deep caverns. Let's see if we read a mystery card. All right, when this card enters play. Okay. Okay. Okay, those are his clue tokens. I'm going to assume that these cards, I'm just trying to figure out, because they're going to have encounters with the Spawn of Abath cards. Right. But I'm just trying to figure out where these deep caverns, because they kind of are the same thing, but there's 8 of them. All right, so we will keep these separate. Abath has a squid symbol. I think it was the wave one. Under the wave or whatever it is called. No, if you look at his cards, which we know these are his cards, he's got the pyramid symbol. So he is definitely from the, where is it? Only over here, yeah. He's definitely from under the pyramids. It's definitely this symbol. So he is definitely from that one. Let's just see if it's... And if it would be here, then it would be listed as special cards, but it's just listed as 40 special cards. So I think those are the cards. I'm not looking for anything in particular card-wise that I'm missing, I guess is what I'm saying. So we should be good. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing something. So, all right. So we're going to take the Spawn of Abath cards. I'm going to shuffle these up. And I don't think... I'm not sure why the Deep Cavern ones are here. I don't see anything for deep, like, use the Deep Cavern cards to do this or that or anything. I guess these are all just considered the Spawn of Abath special encounters. So we're just going to shuffle all these up. That's what we're going to do. All right. All right, so we got to set these suckers aside. 6, 7, 8. We'll get to his rules. Should we get to his rules right now? Sure, let's get to his rules right now, because that way we can find out what's going to kill us first. So Abath, of course, cultists. We're going to be spawning cultists all over the board, and when we do, instead of fighting the cultists, you're going to have one of these encounters. You're going to have an encounter with these guys, which is going to be bad. Instead of fighting a simple little cultist, we have to fight these guys, which are not going to be probably helpful at all. I am going to move this up somewhere else. Probably these things, we'll just put them up there. That's fine. I am going to move this guy over here for now. Let's see. Where are we going to put him? Somewhere. I guess we'll leave him right here for just a minute because we've got to set up his thing. But yes, right. We're going through his card. So we set aside 8 cultist monsters and all Abath special encounters, which we did. Here are those as well. Boom. These are special, and whenever you're trying to get a clue, you're going to use these cards to try and get the clue. All right. So, a lot of good stuff going on here, my friends. Now, I am going to put our little token out, and he starts at 14, which is nice. All right, so that should be a pretty shuffled, if I would say that's pretty shuffled. It's pretty shuffled. We're running out of space for cards, so we're going to put his cards down here in the bottom left-hand corner, right there on the edge. All right, for now anyways. We get rid of this 20-sided dice. We will not need you again for the rest of the game. Now, whenever we have a reckoning, the lead investigator spawns a cultist monster on a wilderness space that does not contain a cultist monster. Then, if there are 6 or more cultist monsters on the game board, advance doom by 1. The lead investigator is going to spawn a cultist monster on a wilderness space every time we have a little reckoning. When 3 mysteries have been solved, the investigators win the game. And when Abath awakens, not if he awakens, when he awakens, flip this sheet and resolve the Abath awakens effect on the back. Abath lies deep within the heart of Mount Varmithadreth. Then from the Cospit of Yarah, it sends forth its revolting children, extending its reach across the earth. All right, so we won't look at the back. So let's set up the encounters. So we're going to take green cards. We're going to shuffle these up. These are going to be green cards. Ah! Don't flip over, you dummy. Alright. These are green cards. We will then take orange cards, all the yellow, orange, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. Ah. That is orange. And then we will take, finally, the blue. The nasty blue ones. Alright, then we build it up from stage 3 up to stage 1. So we're going to take 2 green and 4 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take these, we're going to shuffle them up. All right, then for stage 2, we take 3 green, 2 yellow, and 1 blue. And we just simply shuffle these up. All right, and for stage 1, we have 1 green, 2 yellow, and a blue. And once again, shuffle these up. And boom, that is our deck. We can get rid of all of these cards. Go, 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 get out, and leave us alone. And I got a lot of stuff I can put away back in the box. We can't do anything until we do the most important thing, which is, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. We have to draw a prelude card. So before we can do anything else, we have to do a prelude card. This is probably the most important card that you will do for the whole game, is this card. It can make or break your game right now. Some of these prelude cards will completely destroy any semblance of sanity. Any thought you had of winning, it will go immediately out of your head. And you will have nothing but shame to look forward to for the rest of your gameplay. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm going to roll a die. That's how many we're going to cut off the top. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut off the top. So we are getting this card right here. Are you ready? Harbinger of the Outer Gods. Boom, 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 boom. Harbinger of the Outer Gods. The bloated woman's mourning. The pharaohs claim the beast. Hear not the dwellers' warning. The messengers come to feast. Within the hunter's darkness, the bloody tongue does snake. The black wind roars across the sands. The Lord of Kadath awakes. After resolving setup, if Netherreplith is the Ancient One, each investigator gains 1 Elder token and improves the skill of their choice. Then each investigator may gain 1 additional Eldritch token to gain 1 boon condition. If Narlethethep is not the Ancient One, which is our case because we have Abath, each investigator gains a corruption condition and improves 2 skills of his choice. During this game, when you have Eldritch tokens equal to or greater than your maximum sanity, you are devoured. During this game, when you have Eldritch tokens equal to or greater than your maximum sanity, You are devoured. Okay, so Narlathotep is not the ancient one. Each investigator gains a corrupt condition. So we need to go to our condition deck, find corruption. That's composed. Close. Corruption, huh? So that's not good. Cursed. We're gonna need a few of them now. Despair, no. Diseased, haunted, amnesia. All right. Cursed. I did not find a corrupted. We will go to the second deck. Conditions. Corrupted, huh? Poisoned. Debt. Detained. That's not what we're looking for, my friend. We are looking for corrupted. Oh my gosh. Like literally. Here we go. Corruption. Here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. We are going to use 4 of them. So we're going to randomly shuffle them. We're going to give each of our investigators one of them. And they all probably say the same thing. You may gain 1 Eldritch token to reroll 1 die when resolving a test. If you had gained a boon condition, discard this card instead. And then whenever we have a reckoning, we gain an Eldritch token and then flip this card. Oh, so it's like a time bomb. We literally are all on a time bomb. That's great. Just wonderful. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll just roll a 10-sided dice. So, Kate, you're going to get number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Congratulations, Kate. You become corrupted. All right, Norman, what are you going to do? Norman, you're going to take number... No, we don't have an 8 anymore. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to take this one. So feed the mind and corruption. That doesn't sound like a great combination. All right, Agatha, what are you going to do? No 9. No 9, I said. No 8 either, please. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Agatha, congratulations. Become corrupted. And last but not least, Flynn. We have 5 left, so we'll divide this by 2. 7 is 6 is 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to give you this corruption and be done. Okay. Whew. Still going through setup. The Harbinger of the Outer Gods. So good thing that Narlathotep. Now the interesting thing is we're not going to have any sideboards or any extra cards, so we're just going to play on the main board, which is interesting. And each investigator gains a corrupted condition and then improves 2 skills of his choice. Right? Don't forget about improving our skills now. So we're going to do that, because that's going to be good. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, Kate. 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 Kate is going to improve her willpower. And I think she will improve her influence. These are minus coons. We don't want minus ones. We want plus ones. Orange +1, please. These are all minus ones. Where's the plus ones? There's one way down at the bottom. +1 for influence, +1 for will. Norman. Spend 2 clues to discard a monster on your space containing a gate. Once per round, you may spend 1 sanity in place of spending a clue. Let's see. He's going to test his lore -1. If you pass, choose an investigator in your space to improve one skill of your choice. Feed the mind, huh? That tests books, which is lore. So he's going to improve his lore. Obviously, that sounds like a good option. +1 there. And you know, I think Norman's been working out a little bit. He looks a little buffed up. He's got a little bit of strength bonus there. So some strength bonus, some lower bonus for Norman. Now, oh, Agatha, what are you going to do? Test book -1 if you pass, gain a spell. If you spend 1 health to reroll 2 additional dice when resolving a book test as part of a spell. So both of her things has to do with books. So I'm going to say +1 to books sounds like a good option. And we're going to give her some willpower as well. And last but not least, our good friend Flynn. Okay. I think he is going to do influence as well. If I can find another one of the plus orange ones. Plus orange. So influence there. And we're going to, I think him and Norman have been working out together. He's going to buff up a little bit there. All right. So we can get rid of a bunch of these extra tokens we're not going to need anytime soon. We're going to keep a few of them out, though. Probably going to need some of them. They're all ship tokens. Where are the train tokens? Good Lord. Seriously. That's a ship one, too. And that's a ship one. There is a train one. Good Lord. One train one. All right, God damn it. We will gather a few of these. We're going to need some focus tokens. All right. Probably some Eldritch tokens as well. We're going to get a little bit of setup here, I guess. We'll get some health. We'll get some health tokens. Set these over here. Get some sanity tokens. Sanity, please. All right. That's good enough there. We don't need that many. Here's some train tokens. Finally found a couple train tokens. Grab a couple of the bonuses for each of the different areas. Orange, purple, red. If I can get another red one, there's one. This one we can keep over here. We need that. Whew, what a setup, huh, folks? Wow, I tell you. Let's see. We could use. We have red, orange, and purple. We need green. Plus, there we go. Green. Blue would be nice if we could find blue. Here's one. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we just need one more blue one. There it is. All right. So these are all of our bonuses. They're train tickets. Get another one of those. Boat tickets. So get out those. We got our Eldritch signs. We got our focus tokens. Oh, this is the token that actually goes here, I think. Is that everything? Is that all we need? What's this? We got a couple more miscellaneous tokens. Then we can put the rest of this crap away, I think. And we can like almost like physically start. Holy crap. We're gonna get a couple more Elder sign tokens. Just in case we need them. All right. And if we get a -1, I'll have to just dig it out. It's all right. Whew. And I just dropped one. All right. How is everyone doing? Everyone hanging in there with me? You understand what the hell's going on yet? Hey, I warned you guys ahead of time. I said this game is a beast to set up. It is a complete beast of a game to set up. So, all right. These all can go away because we don't need any more of those. Put that away with these over here. those cards, all those go away. Those are good. We can keep these. We don't need this 10-sided dice anymore. We will use the first player token. We will keep our things close to us. We will use this spot for our bad guys. We will keep this card, although we don't need to necessarily keep it in play. So this way we can always remember what our prelude was. Harbinger of the Outer Gods. And if Nerolethethep was the god, boy, that would have been a thing. Wouldn't it have been? Whew. All right. We're going to gate a couple, and then we're going to talk about our investigators for just a minute and talk about what their agendas are and their personal stories. And then we're going to actually try to start playing, I think. Yeah, I don't have anything to put all those in, so sorry. All right, so the reserve, Silver Twilight Host, the Silver Twilight Ritual, the Lucky Ring, and the Dynamite. And interesting enough, they all cost 3. Yay. Not really yay. That's not great. All right, and the last thing we can do, actually, before we get rid of these, is we shuffle these cards. And I'm going to roll a die to see how many cards we get rid of. 3, 1, 2, and 3, which means our little thing is in Shanghai. That's where that is. I couldn't. Our little thing is in Shanghai. Again, running out of room. Really put that in the middle of the ocean. All right. So we got a lot of things on the board, yes, but it'll be okay. You people will be okay. Trust me, it'll be fine. Let's talk about our investigators real quick. So Kate, each investigator has a action ability and like a passive ability. It just happens whenever, it's like a passive effect. So Kate's, if you are on a space containing a gate, discard 1 monster on your space with toughness less than your observation, which is 4 for her. That's her action. So she's on a space with the gate. She can discard a monster on that space with toughness less than 4 for her. And then her special ability is... All right. When a gate is closed or discarded, place that gate on this card. And if there are ever 5 or more gates on this card, discard it and gain the I understand reward. When another investigator is defeated or devoured, discard this card and gain the not again consequence. So you either get a good result or a bad result, depends on your personal story. So whenever we close the gate or discard 1, and if there's 5 gates, then she completes her personal story, which is not going to be easy, but if she can, she'll get a nice little boost. Norman, what does Norman do? Norman, when a mystery is solved, discard this card and gain the as foretold reward. When the omen advances to a blue space on the omen track, place an Eldritch token on this card. If there are ever 5 Eldritch tokens on this card, discard it. So he wants to solve that mystery, which we'll get to in a second. If not, every time he goes to the blue, up there, the blue spaces, there's actually 2 blue spaces. We're going to put an Eldritch sign on his card. If there's ever 5 Eldritch signs, he fails. What is Agnes like? Agnes, what are you going to say? Agnes? When you defeat a non-epic monster during a combat encounter, place that monster on the card. Then, if the total toughness of monsters on this card is 10 or greater, discard it and gain the Blood Awaken reward. When you only have 1 health, discard. So she wants to fight monsters and not go down to 1 health. And finally, bias mesophenia. Yeah, I've watched that playthrough on Nathan Wise Guy History. Did a playthrough of the bios mesophenia. When you flip a courier run unique asset, place 1 random clue face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter on that space, when you flip a courier run unique asset, place a random clue face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter on that space, discard, and gain the Notorious Smuggler reward. Then, when you gain a detained or wanted condition, discard it. So he doesn't want to become detained or wanted, and he just wants to resolve the courier run on his location, which, lucky for him, is actually at his location. So crazy that is. He might be able to get his asset pretty quickly. All right. Now, we are not even ready to go because what are we wasting on? What are we wasting on? We need something. What am I missing? We need... Right? What am I missing? We got to spawn a gate. Right? Is that what I'm missing? Let's look at the rules, because we watched the rules a long time ago. We create a monster cup. We separate and place the decks. We build the mythos discs. Resolve starting effects. Place the doom space. Right. Place the assets out. Spawn a number of gates indicated in the reference card. Draw 1 random monster token from the monster cup. Spawn a number of clues indicated on the reference card. Just want a clue. Take a random clue from the clue pool. And then, we need the mystery card. So, a couple things left to do. We got to spawn a gate. We have our little cheat sheet. Where's our little cheat sheet? Here's our little cheat sheet. We have 4 investigators. We're going to spawn a gate, 2 clues. And if we ever have a monster search, it would draw 2 monsters. So we're going to just shuffle these up. We're going to actually... not keep them face up. We're going to keep them face down. And then we're going to flip one up. And we're going to go to Rome. Rome. We're going to Rome. And we get to spawn a monster. And you can see we have a bunch of monsters in here. A ton of monsters, as a matter of fact. And what I'm going to do is just grab one from the bottom so I can't see it. And it's going to be this guy right here, which is a goat spawn. We got a goat spawn. And then we're going to spawn 2 clues, which are going to be in these 2 locations, 1 and 2. And that is going to be Istanbul. And Space Lucky 13, which is way up here in the middle of nowhere. Now, we have to find the way to beat the bad guys. The way we beat the bad guys is take his mystery deck. There should be 6. We're going to shuffle these up. I'm going to randomly draw one. I received John Company 2 the other day. I'm punching it and stuff. I don't know that game at all. I'll have to look at that. John Company? John Company. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one are we going to draw? 2. So that one right there. Boom. Here we go. A sense of filth and disease. Oh, aboleth. The pre-ignition of miscreation stirs beneath Mount Vormusto death, spewing forth abnormal creatures to spread its filth across the earth. From there, it commands its children, those that it does not eat. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter and place that clue on this card. So when we try to get the clues, we complete it, we can put the clue on here. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to investigators, solve this mystery. So we want to solve the mystery. We have to have clues on that equal to the number of investigators. Right now, that is 4 investigators. So, we got a lot of things to do, don't we? We do have a lot of things to do. We do have a lot of things to do. All right, so our lead investigator is, of course, Flynn. I believe. Let me just double check. Are we ready to start? Are we ready to start? It's only been an hour and a half for setup, but we're ready to start. We are ready to start. We're playing against Abath, and we win if I roll 3 6s on these dice. 6, 6, and a 5. So we had 3 successes, but we didn't roll 666, so we lose. Game over. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. All that setup. Could you imagine that? Ooh. That would make people very mad. All right, now I got a lot of things to try and remember, right? So if you guys can help me remember, that would be great. Well, that's about wraps it up. Yeah, exactly. All right. So Flynn is here. So Flynn is not going anywhere because he wants to have an encounter to get his, he wants his cursed courier run, right? So when you gain this card from the deck, place a random clue that corresponds to a city space face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter in that card, flip it. So he wants to just resolve a encounter card right here. So he's perfectly happy doing nothing for his turn other than he's going to gain a focus token. He's going to gain a focus token. And he's going to get a train token. No, he's going to get a ship token. He's going to get a ship token. So he's not going to go anywhere. He's going to get a focus token, and he's going to get a ship token because he wants to have that encounter right there at his spot. All right. For Agnes, she can draw a spell if she wanted to do her thing, but I think what she wants to do, she's going to get a focus token, and then she's simply going to move up here so she can have a clue. She's going to try and get a clue. All right. Norman. Spend 2 clues to discard 1 monster in your space containing a gate. So he could, as an action, do that. Well, let's see. Where does he want to go? What does he want to do? I think he wants to try and maybe if he could take a ship and then yeah. So what he's going to do is he's going to get a for his first action. He's going to get a ship token, and then he's going to move for his second action. Wait, is he going to do that? Um, let's see. When you gain this card, immediately recover 3 health or 3 sanity and gain 1 boon condition, then discard this card. That seems really good. But we need somebody that can. You and or another investigator in your space may move. It's an action though. Okay. Kate. Oh, I'm doing him. So yeah. So he's going to gain a ship token. And then his second action, he's going to move and then spend the ship token to go here. He's thinking about coming over here to get the clue token, or maybe over here or something. So, anyways, that's what he's doing. Kate. Let's see his goat spawn. How tough are you, goat spawn? Only she could get rid of that thing if she needed to. She would like to get gates. So she's gonna go. She's gonna get a ship token, and then she's gonna move and then spend the ship token to go there. No. She's gonna focus instead, and she's gonna roll influence and try to get an item here. So she gets 3 dice. Only 3 for influence. She got 1. Well, that's not really great at all. So even if she got a bank loan, which gives her 2 successes, she can't afford anything because they all cost 3. 3. So even if she take a bank loan. So she was not very successful in anything. And it's always great when you start off the game rolling 1. Wah, wah. All right, encounters. Flynn. So Flynn is going to have an encounter. He is going to have simply a city space encounter. All right, I just shuffled these up. City. You get caught in a gunfire between the police and thieves. We're going to test our observation. He has 3 observation. 3 observation it is. Success. If you pass, you emerge safely once the smoke clears and find some loot that was left behind. Gain 1 random item asset from the deck. All right. So he's going to get a random item asset. So we will shuffle this huge ass deck of cards up. And we'll draw until we get a item asset. trinket. There's a trinket. That's an ally. 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 Item. All right. He found an axe, which is an item weapon. Gain +2 during combat encounters. You may spend 2 sanity to reroll any number of dice when resolving a combat test during a combat encounter. You may spend 2 sanity to reroll any number of dice. So this is going to who? Right, it is going to Flynn. And I'm just shuffling these up a little bit just to make sure everything was on the up and up here. So he's going to get the axe. And now, let's read his personal story again. After resolving a location encounter on this, when you flip a courier run unique asset, place 1 random clue face up on this card. So we're going to get a random clue. And put a face up on this card. Okay? Oh, no, we already did that. Sorry. That was the clue that we already have right here. Boom. All right. When you flip a courier run unique asset, place 1 random clue face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter on that space, discard this card and gain the Notorious Smuggler's reward. So let's go to Courier Run. It says when you gain this card from the deck, place one random clue. Hang on, that corresponds to a city space face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter on that space, flip this card. Courier Run. The 3 women pass the message between one another and exchange knowing glances. The oldest of the 3 asks the others about eating you, but the youngest says it would be rude. The third, a kind, maternally woman, thanks you and offers to share some of her knowledge. Gain 3 spells and improve lore, then discard 2 spells and this card. All right. So we gain 3 spells, we improve our lore and discard 2 spells, and then this card. Okay, so I'm assuming we put that back in the box. This gets discarded away. We're going to put discards, I guess, up there. We get to draw 3 spells at random, which is going to take a while because all these decks need to be shuffled. Let's get this one out of the way. All right, so when you flip the Courier Run unique asset, place a random clue face up on this card after resolving a location encounter on that space. Okay, so we still... When you flip a Courier Run unique asset, which we just did, place a random clue face up on this card. And then after resolving the location on that space, which is going to be space number 7, which is right down here. That's not too far away. He might be able to do this pretty quickly. He's got the axe. He's going to get himself 3 spells. He gets to improve his books by 1. And then we need to shuffle up the spells. Well, that was all the first encounter, my friends. Good Lord, that was awesome. So we're going to take some of these. And And probably going to have to call it in a little bit here, unfortunately. But we'll try and get some more gameplay in if we can. And then, of course, we'll finish this up in episode 2 next time. So yeah, it's going to take a minute to shuffle these up because a lot of these decks have a lot of, you don't want to have them all the same names right next to one another. You want to kind of separate them, I think, is the way to do it. And you see there, when you get all the expansions, there's quite a few spells, quite a few common items, so it does take a little while, and to get all these decks really randomized well. So apologize for the slowdown here, but we got a random spell. We want to make sure we get a random one and not just the next stupid one in order. We want to get a nice random one. All right. All right. Here we go. I'm not going to look. We're going to, you know, I'm not quite ready for it. Come on. Hopefully it's been shuffled well enough that we have a nice random. I don't want to get two of the same spells. That would be very bad. Sometimes these little cards are hard to shuffle too. And that doesn't help. All right, let's hope that's good enough. We're going to just cut it somewhere in the deck. We're going to take the top 3 spells. 1, 2, 3. They're actually all different, so that's probably a good sign. We got Wither, which is when making a combat encounter, you may test strength. If you pass, gain +3 to that encounter. His strength is a 3, so that's not too bad. Mist of Ryloth. During a combat encounter during the encounter phase, you may test books, which for him is 3 again. If you pass, you may choose an encounter if there are. If you pass, you may choose an encounter as if there are no monsters on your space. So you can have encounters and not worry about the monsters with this spell. And then Markings of Issa, Glamour, gain +1 to all skills. This is not, yes, it is a spell. It's a spell. Glamour, gain +1 to all skills. Once per round, you may reroll a die when resolving a test. And then, whenever we have a Reckoning, we test books -1 and flip this card. But gain +1 to all skills is huge, and combat is pretty good. So that's the ones he's going to do. And we will put that at the bottom of this deck. He will keep those 2 spells. Wow, his stack is gone huge. Huge. He's got the Cat Burglar, the Axe. All right, is an action. You roll a die and a 5 or 6. He gains an item or trinket from the reserve. Ooh, from here. Oh, he should be doing that. Right. And he's also got the corruption in the whiskey as well. Boy, oh boy, he's got a bunch of stuff already. Whiskey, corruption. I'm going to put the wither, this one. And then I'm actually going to use some of the space of the game board to put some more stuff down because he's got a lot of stuff already. Okay, that is our first investigator. Whew. Holy cowabunga, good lord. I don't use cards holders. I haven't completely sleeved all the expansions for Arkham Horror and Eldritch Horrors. Yeah, I agree. Whew. I do sleeve my Fantasy Fight cards so the decks are about 3 feet high. Once you sleeve the base game, you have to do the expansions. Well, of course you do, yeah. Yeah, that is going to be a thing, isn't it? I think we're going to move these over here, actually. We'll put these dice on top because we'll save some space that way. All right. That is investigator number 1, Agnes Baker. How are you, Agnes? It's been a long time since we got to talk to you. What have you been up to? You got the Profane Tomb. You can also test your books -1 if you pass, gain a spell. Where are you, Agnes? You're way up here. You're going to do a clue, right? So we need the clues. Where are the clues? Here are the clues. We need a clue for this. Let's see if we can do it. Up in Lucky Space 13, right? Here we go. Clue encounter. And this is going to be in a sea space. From the crow's nest of an antique sailing vessel, you spot something unusual on the shore, but a sudden gale threatens to unseat you. Test strength. Her strength is 2. Two successes, 6 and a 5. If you pass, you see a pale creature crawling forth from a tiny cave. Gain this clue. If you fail, something bad would happen and blah, 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 but we don't need to do that. We have gathered this clue. Now, part of our source and filth and disease, after an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter and place the clue on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to investigators, solve this mystery. We have 1 clue. 1 of 4. Yay! Nicely done, Agnes. Norman. He's in the wilderness here. He's going to have a wilderness encounter. Being away from the city offers you a chance to practice meditation techniques in peace and quiet. You find that calming your mind awakens things within you that you never knew you were capable of. You may spend 1 focus to improve a skill of your choice. One of the only hero that did not get focus. The only hero that didn't get focus was Norman. And if he would have been able to improve a skill of his choice. But, sorry about your luck, Norman. He's just meditating. Kate. Kate's down here in Buenos Aires. Did she even do anything on her turn? Yes, she got a focus. What else did she do? She got a focus. Oh, and she tried to get cards from the reserve and completely failed. So she will have a city encounter in Buenos Aires. City. No, wait. She actually doesn't have a random one. She actually gets a green card. She gets a green card. The corruption. So far, no. For the corruption, what you can do is you can put a token on there and roll a die. But we haven't really failed anything yet. So once we start failing, then maybe we'll be desperate enough to do that. All right. Kate is down in Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires, one of the Watleys is lurking near the university. You tackle him and find magical ingredients. Gain 1 non-incantation spell. So it's a spell that's not an incantation spell. You also find a book written in foreign languages. We're going to be testing our books -1. For her, that is 2. That is 2 dice. Success! If you pass, you translate the text, gain 1 tome unique asset. Okay, so she's going to be getting a few things here now. So she needs to gain a non-incantation spell. So we need to shuffle these up again. Get a spell that is non-incantation. And I got cards falling everywhere. All right. All right, and we're going to cut it and see what spell she gets. It is a glamour spell, Enchanted Grace. So with this, I gain 1 non-incantation spell. Once per round, when you would lose health, prevent 2 of that health loss. And then whenever we have a reckoning, bad things are going to happen. All right. And then the other thing she gets, because she passed her test, is a tome unique asset. So tome unique asset. Again, I'm going to have to spend a minute shuffling this up just to make sure we have a nice bit of, yeah, there's a lot of objects that are all the same here. So, yeah, I'm going to spend a minute doing this just because these unique assets, there's quite a few, and there are multiple copies, I think. So, once we do this, then it should be easier moving forward. All right. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. I also have to try and remember what each of their things is. I know Kate, she needs a bunch of gates. Norman needs to complete this quest. Agnes, what did she need? She needed kill monsters and not go down to 1 health. Right. All right. So we're going to just cut it right there, right there, right there. And we're going to get the first tomb unique asset. Tomb. This is a unique asset item, task, item. Oh, wait a minute. Go back. Item, magical relic, item, task, item, magical relic, and then item, relic, and then item, tome. That is our first tome. It's the Mythos Codec. Item tone action. You muster the courage to look upon the secrets of the universe. Test will. Our will is 3. If you pass, the pages contain knowledge your mind can hardly fathom, and flip the card over to find out what we get. So, that all happened in Buenos Aires for Kate. I'm just shuffling up a little bit more as I talk through this. Just to keep things nice and shuffled. All right, so that is green encounter. Is that everyone? That is everyone. We are done with our encounter phase. Yes, we are done with our encounter phase. That is exciting to know. Now, unfortunately, I think we have to do a Mythos phase, which is usually not very happy to do. So, wish us luck. And here we go. All right. So we have a little cheat sheet here, and it tells us what all these little things mean. So the first thing is advance the omen. So the omen is this little track up here. It goes from green to blue, then red, then blue, then back up to green. So there's 4 different. When you move the omen, you then look to see any of the gates on the board to see if they match the color of the omen. So right now it's on blue. If we had any blue gates out, we would advance the doom 1 for each blue gate. We only have a red gate, so we'd like to get this closed because next turn, red is going to happen. And that's going to be bad. So, we advance the omen. The next thing that happens, and the bad thing, it is going to be reckoning time. So, everything that has a reckoning is going to come to pass. And we do it in this order. All right, we do it on this order. So first thing we do is we check any monsters on the board. There's only one monster. We look to see, does it have a reckoning? No, it does not. So we don't have to worry about that. Then we check the ancient one. The ancient one has a reckoning symbol. Bad reckoning symbol. That means the lead investigator spawns 1 cultist monster on a wilderness space that does not contain a cultist monster. Then, if there are 6 or more cultist monsters on the game board, advance doom by 1. The lead investigator is going to choose a cultist. He's going to put this cultist on the game board in a wilderness space. And he's going to put it near Agnes. Because Agnes is the crazy woman that loves to kill stuff. Unfortunately, we have to spawn it in a wilderness area, and there's cities. She has no way to get near a wilderness. Wilderness on the green. So I guess 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll put it here. Putting the cultists here. All right. So the lead investigator spawns 1 cultist monster on a wilderness space. It does not contain a cultist monster. It doesn't say a random space. It just says the lead investigator spawns 1 cultist monster on a wilderness space that does not contain a cultist monster. Then, oh, you know what? We can actually, We could spawn it on where the gate is. No, we can't because it's not a wilderness. Forget that. And then if there are 6 or more cultists on the game board, advance doom by 1. So we want to obviously get rid of the cultists because they're basically the spawn of Abath. All right. So then we look at Ancient One. Then we go to Mythos cards. There are no Mythos cards in play that worry about that. Then we go to Possessions and Conditions by lead investigator and clockwise around the thing. So, yes, our corruption is now going to come into play. So, it has a reckoning. Gain 1 Eldritch token and then flip this card. So, we flip it over and it says, you may gain a Dark Pact condition to discard all of your Eldritch tokens. You collapse in agony as you muscle twists and reform beneath your flesh. Lose 1 health for each Eldritch token you have, then flip this card. Really? So you have to make a choice, right? You lose health, or you take a Dark Pact, because eventually it's going to kill you, because you're not going to have enough health. Right, so our health is a 6. So he's going to take 1 health point of damage and then flip the card over. And then every time we have a reckoning, it's going to flip back over. He's going to take more health. And next time, he's going to lose 2 health. Because we got added an Eldritch token there. So it's going to be 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. And that's going to kill him. Or you may gain a Dark Pact condition to discard all your Eldritch tokens. You collapse in agony. Oh, how do you get rid of this card? The only way to get rid of this card is you would gain a boon condition. Discard this card instead. Wow. All right. So he's got no choice. He's going to take a sanity, or he's going to take a stamina damage. Boom, and then he flips that card back over, and then we leave that Eldritch on him. But he also has this card here. And he's going to test books, which is 3 minus 1. So he's going to test 2. And that's 2 successes. Wow. And we flip over this card, and we look to see how many successes. He gained 2 successes. By giving in to the markings, you can attain true power. You may spend 1 sanity to improve 1 skill of your choice, then flip over this card. Wow, that is huge. Spend his sanity and improve his skill of his choice. All right, he's going to do it. So spend his sanity. All right. And she's going to need to start killing monsters, so we're going to give her... Yeah, we're going to give her +1 to her strength, because she's all about killing monsters, so... I'm sorry, that's not her. That is him. Oops, hang on a second. This is still... Where's that card? Here it is. Yeah, it's we're still on Flynn. Good Lord. Right, so he can improve his skill. He spent his sanity. He's going to take a sanity damage. Boom. He's going to improve his skill. And that skill is going to be strength. It's going to go up to 4 strength. All right, now we go to Agnes. Agnes. She only got 1 card for Reckoning, which is, of course, her corruption. So we put an Eldritch token on this and flip the card. You may gain a dark pact condition to discard all your Eldritch tokens. You cannot stop screaming. Resolve each effect that applies based on the number of Eldritch tokens you have. One or more, you gain one madness condition for each Eldritch token you have. And if you have 3 or more, resolve the reckoning effect of each of your madness conditions, treating all die rolls as 1. Then flip this card. What? Oh my god, this is horrible. So she's going to gain 1 madness condition for each Eldritch token she has. So she's going to gain a madness condition. This is horrible. Oh my god, this is horrible. Let's see, I'm looking for madness now. Jeez. Holy cow, this is jeez. Still looking for madness. Meditation. No. Probably should put these in alphabetical order because Martel Powers. Come on, where the hell is madness? Despair, disease, haunted, promise of power, wanted, blight, elusive, headstrong, martial prowess, resilient, terror, cursed. That's interesting. Why did I not find it? Madness. It would be in these condition decks, right? Did I miss it somehow? It wouldn't be in the spells. That would not be a spell, right? In one man, condition. It says madness condition. So it'd be madness. Why am I not finding madness? Unless madness is on the back side of one of these others. Let's see. Could it be on the back side of one of these cards? Some of these cards are two-sided. Maybe not. Okay, no, okay. Well, where the hell is the madness then? Yeah, I agree. I agree, my friend. Wow. I guess this is one of the good sides about playing on Tabletop Simulator is you can literally click on a deck and do a search and find a card like instantly, as opposed to trying to go through this huge deck, trying to find a Madness card, which is crazy that I can't find it, and I've been through these cards twice now. It's not going to be in spells, is it? Wouldn't be in spells. Madness? No, it can't be. It's going to be in the conditions. It said condition. Condition card, Madness. I didn't find it in the condition card. I don't know. We'll come back to her. I'll look for it in between episodes. Let's move on. So let's go to Norman. Oh, you can get a dark pack condition to discard all of his Eldritch tokens. You wake coughing blood. Resolve each effect that applies based on the number of Eldritch tokens you have. +1, gain 1 injury or illness for each Eldritch token you have. We're all going to die. And we're looking for illnesses or injury, and I didn't see that one either. Am I missing some cards? Did I forget to get all the cards out of the box? That's a possibility. I'll have to go through. So I got to look for Madness and an injury card. And then, same thing for Kate. What is her thing? Her thing is... this time when you looked in the mirror, the reflection was completely unfamiliar to you. What could be that alien thing? Lose 1 sanity for each Eldritch token you have. So she is going to lose a sanity. So I got 1 losing stamina, 1 losing sanity, 1 with an injury, and 1 with Madness. Every time we have a reckoning. Okay, yay. So that was that. Now we get to, so is that the last? Yep, so that's the last of it. Then we get to spawn a gate. So let's spawn a gate. That one is not in play. This one should be out. Oh, these are all the ones that are out. That's why. These are all the ones that are in. These are all the gates that are out. It's fine. Arkham. Wow. There we go. Arkham it is. And then we need a monster. We're just going to draw one from way over there. I can't even see what it is. Oh, that doesn't look good. What is this? Color out of space. Oh my gosh. When this monster is spawned, move it to Tungusta. After resolving the will test, will die in a 5 or 6 defeat this monster. Oh, okay. Doesn't seem too bad. And then we have Arkham there. All right, so that is the effects at the top of the card. Now, more importantly, before your very eyes, the stars shift in the night sky. Constellations break apart and reform, shattering your previous predictions of the omens. Event is perplexing stars. Event. Move the omen counterclockwise by 1. Then advance doom by 1 for each gate on the game board that corresponds to the current omen. We have 2 red. We are moving it counterclockwise. Move the omen counterclockwise by 1. So that's going to send it back to green. Then advance doom by 1 for each green gate on the board. We actually have 2 red. We need to get rid of those red ones, but now we have a couple turns. So that worked out. It could have really screwed us because it could have, moved it back to the red or whatever. It could have been on red and then moved it and then got back to red. So it could have like double whammied us. So this one actually, just fortunate, but it came back to help us instead of hurt us. Yay! The first investigator moves and we have completed one. Yes, one. Oh, according to a card spreadsheet, man, this is a group. So it's going to be a classification. Right. Okay, so if I look at talent. Let's see. Madness. Got it. Right, I got it. Yes, okay. So you're going to, not up here at the top. We're looking for madness as a classification down here. I got it. Okay. Thank you for the help, kind sir. Well, that is a big help. So we'll shuffle these up. We'll look for the first madness and for the first injury that comes by. Or illness. Injury or illness. All right, grab some of these. Madness right on top. Illness is right next. So she's going to get, this is madness. She is despair. And he is diseased. When you perform a rest action, roll a die and a 5 or 6, we can discard it. That would be nice. And for her, when you perform a rest action, you cannot recover sanity and then flip this card. Okay, so that wasn't the worst thing that ever happened on the world, but it wasn't the greatest thing. And this harbinger of the outer gods, the bloated woman mourns, the pharaoh claims the beast. Hear not the dwellers' warning, the messenger comes to feast. Within the harbinger's darkness, the bloody tongue does snake. The black wind roars across the sands. The Lord of Kadath awakes. Ha ha ha! That is what we are dealing with here in Eldritch Horror. I know we've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we did literally one turn. Setup, I told you when we first started, this was going to take a while to set things up. It was a bear, it was a beast, but I wanted to go through setup with you guys because a lot of you guys maybe haven't played in a while or you don't know how to do setup, especially with all the expansions. When everything's available, you never know. Are we going to add in extra boards? Are we going to need extra cards? What are we going to do? And fortunately for us, we just decided to have these crazy what are those corruptions, which are now just making all of our characters lose sanity and health and injuries and madness and everything. But we do have one clue on the mystery. If we had 4 clues, we could complete 1 of 3. So we're 1/12 or so of the way of being complete. That's why this game is so good because, man, I mean, there's just so much going on, especially when you add in all the expansions. But man, oh man, it just adds to the real flavor of the story that's developing. You can go through it as fast as you want. Sometimes you like to just play through it and enjoy the story. I'm enjoying the story. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the story. If we missed anything in the rules, let us know in the comments section down below. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this, give us a like. Every Sunday night, we play some kind of Arkham Horror type game. We played Arkham Horror 3 times. We played Mansions of Madness once, and now we're playing Eldritch Horror. So we're getting a nice variety in on Sunday night. Of course, we'll pick this up and continue it next time. So thanks everyone for coming out to watch. Thank you for your support, and we will see you all down the line next time here on Eldritch Horror.